I'll shut up and introduce Guy Maine, CEO of Bid. Guy, get started, and I'll answer or ask any questions as they come along.
Thanks. Good morning, everyone. And I thought I'd do this a little bit different today, given we're all in quite a new environment and getting used to it. So you'll see me in my new office environment with the kitchen sink behind. So what I thought I'd do today is I'm not going to do a presentation. I'm just going to talk to you as if I would if I was sitting opposite you. Get used to seeing my face. And really, I'm going to cover 4 key things. One is I'll just refresh the story for everyone, first of all, just to make sure if there's anyone new to the story, you understand who BidEnergy is and what we do. Just go back over a little bit over our strategy and our path to market. I'll touch on the December 31 results just to highlight some key points. And then two other elements. I just want to talk about the current environment that we're working in and what's our focus has been specifically over the last 30 days, but really for the quarter, and talk about what I see happening as we move forward. So suffice to say, I think there's a good opportunity for BidEnergy in this current environment. We are very much a cost out solution for major enterprises, and I'll speak to that in that section. So first of all, just a recap for those that know me, or for those that don't, just a brief on who BidEnergy is and what we do. So first of all, we're a bill management company, specifically focused around utility bills. That covers electricity, gas and water, but we also do reach into other commodities, which again I'll talk about later when I talk to strategy. So we're an outsourced provider that large multi-sites or large enterprise businesses reach out to manage their utility bills stream, as we call it. That's the best way to explain that is to talk to a very large customer of ours who would receive, let's say thousands of bills each and every month. Those bills need to be collected. They need to be digitized and digested into our platform. We manage the validation of those bills, any exceptions that comes from those bills. So one of our core propositions is that we make sure that your bills are 100% accurate. We also procure energy for our clients, and we also as you would imagine, have a large reporting portfolio, which is useful. So what makes us different? There are competitors throughout the world that do that. We utilize a robotic workforce. So we are a RPA, or robotic process automation business in the Amazon cloud. The reason that makes us different is that we don't use humans to perform the function of collecting bills, of validating bills or paying bills. We do that through orchestration of a large number of bots, or robotic workers as we call them. Our platform has hundreds of robotic workers performing different tasks at different times. Last week, I think there were 1.3 million individual robotic functions that were performed by our bots, and that's a key ingredient to our success. We are able to, for our enterprise customers, provide them a fully digitized journey. We're able to do it at far greater speed, far greater accuracy, and at less cost than doing that themselves, or of course, using one of our competitors. So utility bill management is our game. We do operate in 3 countries or 3 regions, Australia, the UK, the US. The US and the UK have been more recent additions to our sales channel portfolios. We've been in Australia for now just on 6 years. We commercialised the business in 2014. We listed publicly in 2016. So at the current pace, we manage just over 100,000 bills each and every month. Obviously, our business is growing. We are a SaaS business, And just to talk about where our revenue streams come from and how we charge, we are a SaaS business. We do charge a fee for every bill that is processed by our robotic platform, whether that be, as I said, an electricity, gas or water bill. We will charge a fee based on the quantity of bills that we manage on behalf of the enterprise multi-site. Predominantly our customers are large enterprise businesses. We have some that only get 50 to 100 bills a month, but we also have some clients that get us upwards of 10,000, and our largest customer, we process 29,000 bills per month. So it is a volume SaaS business that we do. Just reminding you, the point of difference that we have in the marketplace is that we utilize RPA. And just to touch on RPA, they call it the fourth revolution, which is utilizing robotic workers to replace the function of manual interchange and manual processes. It's rapidly growing worldwide. Whilst we're probably ahead of the curve in terms of utilizing RPA in our particular niche, the support for RPA is growing. We're seeing it more and more being utilized by individual businesses for processes within their companies. For us, we're different to that. So there may be some people out there that would have heard of RPA platforms like Automation Anywhere or some of the larger ones in the UK, like Blue Prism. These organisations are very much like toolkits. They don't perform the same role that we play. They will help you build a digitisation journey within your company. We're different. We've played a niche. Our niche is utility bills, and we're able to perform that task without any integration into any business, and we can do that globally, and we can do that at significant reach. So that's who we are. Just talking a little bit more about our revenue streams. We have two revenue streams that we have been building. Firstly, it's our utility bill management, the one I've spoken to mostly. We also draw revenues in the USA from rebate capture, which is our second revenue stream. Rebate capture in the US is about in multi-sites, large multi-sites, with hundreds and thousands of locations, looking for the ability to reduce their energy footprint in their multi-site. So looking for ways in which they can improve their consumption. An example would be changing out fluoro lights to LED lights. If you did that within a particular multi-site, the cost of your bill would reduce significantly, around 18% from fluoro usage. Why is rebate capture important? Well, those big multi-sites that conduct capital expense programs to change their lighting out can actually draw on funding from the energy retailers themselves to co-fund that capital expense. And that's called a rebate. So you can build a business plan across a year for each one of your store locations. Let's say you're a large multi-site like Lowe's, which is a big hardware chain in the USA that we work with. They would set up a calendar of events for their capital deployment, store by store, state by state, and then we assist that multi-site going and gaining rebate capture funding from each and every one of the utilities to co-fund that program. So we do that just in the USA. We've been doing that through a business we purchased 2.5 years ago, almost 3 years ago now, called Real Win-Win. It's been absorbed into the BidEnergy team, and we've been doing that for just over a decade. So a good, reliable revenue stream for us. So hopefully that's enough to tell you a little bit about what we do. I'll just jump on to strategy. I've been with the business since November 2017. Through 2018, the focus of our business was to grow our multi-site footprint. So we have a direct sales team, and this is replicated in the US and the UK, in which we go out on a direct sales model to multi-sites. So anything from, think of restaurants, think of chemist chains, think of dental chains, think of supermarkets, think of large utilities themselves, like Optus is obviously one of our customers, so a large telco. So we have a direct sales force that goes out and pitches our RPA energy spend management model or bill utility model to those clients. And that's something we, through 2018, built our expertise on. We started with multi-sites that perhaps manage, 3, 4, up to 900 bills a month. But we also started to build into the larger end of the market and targeting multi-sites who have to manage thousands of bills per month. Through the latter part of 2018, the team and I wanted to secure more revenue opportunities within utilising the skill set and the IP that we have in our platform. As I mentioned up front, we're very unique in the world. Through our robotic workforce, we can perform a large number of functions that deals with bills. So if you like, bills are our food. That's what our robots eat. So we expanded the strategy to start to look to where we could assist anyone really in the energy sphere to look at providing them cost out solutions in their current operating models. So we did a deal with a very large facility management company called Cushman & Wakefield. Cushman & Wakefield looks after some of Australia's top ASX 100 businesses, and they manage all of their facilities in the buildings that those particular enterprises operate. And of course, as part of looking after the buildings and their infrastructures, they also look after their utility bills. So we white labelled our robotic solution into Cushman & Wakefield, and thereby producing a far less manual process for them and improving their interactions with their client base. So that was our first white label large FM deal. And also what we did is approach large energy retailers. So as you can imagine, large energy retailers trying to digitize their own journey. They're wanting to get close to their customer base. They want to be able to provide a higher level of service, and that's never been more important than through the last 12 months as the volatility that we've seen in electricity markets has meant that reducing churn and being very close to your customer is more important than ever. So we actually built a portal for Origin Energy in which all of their multi-site clients, some 14,500, with 29,000 odd bills coming through each month, can access all of their digitised information through an easy sign-on portal, utilise our robots to find any savings within their existing bill stream, and thereby providing this new rich service level for Origin, and also be a cost out solution for Origin because they no longer have to get a large quantity of phone calls for people looking for their bill data. So what we've done through 2018 and into 2019 is really deliver a lot of firsts for our business and expanded our revenue streams from just small multi-sites now into large multi-sites, into facility management companies, into energy brokers, and now energy retailers themselves. So let me talk about what the strategy through 2020 will be before I get on to more operational aspects. So 2020 for us is building out those firsts that we delivered through last year into our core markets. So we are, through the UK, the US and Australia, reaching out to all of those 5 particular sales channel opportunities and looking to build out and target those so that we can grow through managing more and more utility bills. The other aspects of our business is to also to land and expand. So when we start a relationship with any one of our sales clients, it may be that they don't take all of our product up front. So we do offer different service layers. We charge different amounts for different services that we provide. So we will charge, for instance, an additional fee to do energy procurement for a client who maybe we're just managing their bill stream on. We're also looking to grow out our commodities. So when I first joined the business, we're predominantly an electricity and gas bill management company. We've moved that now into water. That's been a core focus of ours over the last 12 months, so managing water bills. And if you think about this, it's whilst they may not be as competitive an issue for the market as electricity is, what we are building out is more of an e-wallet for our enterprise customers. So this is specifically so in the USA, where if you win a utility bill management outsource contract, they don't want you just to do it for electricity and gas. They can come with a large number of commodities, so electricity, gas, water, rates, taxes, and other bills. So the core IP in our platform is we have robotic workers that can read an electronic PDF bill. We can read it at 100% accuracy, and we can do it in a matter of seconds. And that allows us to really digitize and manage robotically any type of commodity bill, and you'll certainly see us unfold that strategy into the future. So just probably now just touch on some of our latest results. So we had a record quarter in December. We increased both our rebate and our subscription revenues through that quarter. We added 1.5 million in new revenues, which is just under 20% growth. So that was a particularly exciting quarter to come into this March quarter off. At the end of that quarter, we had just on 8.1 million in cash in our bank accounts, so extremely well capitalized. We're a very sticky product. If you think about our product, once you do outsource to us, it's and you reduce your workforce, and we provide that complete solution for you. You know, it's a different story to take that all back on board. So we've got very low churn, which is running at the moment at 3%, and we don't see that changing. We also, in that quarter, started to see a better mix in terms of our revenue sources from our geographic spread. So we're starting to see some good SaaS revenues coming through in both the UK and the US. Very early days, but certainly we have some really good opportunities and product market fit in both those countries. Probably the elephant in the room for everyone is well, what's been happening over the last 3 months, and specifically over the last month. First of all, we were particularly well prepared. We actually decided as a team just at the start of March, as we saw things changing in the marketplace, to remotely operate. So we've been remotely operating now for 3 weeks, and we're running at 100% capacity. Second to that, we do have a team of developers and operational support in India, and made the early decision to avail ourselves of some rental laptops, prepaid broadband dongles, and set up 75% of our workforce in India remotely. And we've done that across different regions in India to give us a spread of capability. We're very lucky in that regard that we did that. We're very much ahead of the curve. And so we have full operational support and development support as we need it through that resource. The second thing we did as soon as we started to see the impacts of COVID-19 on market participants was to very much reach out to our existing client base and support them wherever possible. Now, remembering we are dealing with a commodity that is an essential service. You need gas, you need electricity, and you need water, and you need the bill flow continuing, and we need those bills managed, and that is what we are there to do. So whilst I talk about our platform being a robotic one, we do have a service layer to everything that we do. We do have people that are there to account manage and also follow through bill issues, etc., when we need to. And we have a great relationship with our energy retailers in all the countries we operate, but none better than here in Australia. So we've been working with our existing clients, and we've been out there to support them. They've been very supportive. We've contacted all of them individually, and for us, it's business as usual in that regard. In regards to our sales pipeline, really for us, the momentum has continued. We see really a very positive role for us to play in this marketplace. We are a cost out solution. We are someone you outsource to when you want to save money on your internal costs. And because we have a digitized workforce, our competitors just can't do it the same way we can. So we feel that in this new workplace, where people are predominantly remote at the moment, we can help large existing businesses cost out their solution. And just some stats for you. 91% of our existing customer base, we are less than the cost of one full-time equivalent staff member. So we give you peace of mind, we give you agility, we give you security in the knowledge that you're only going to have to ever pay the right bill, and that we're always going to make sure that you're getting the best possible rate. So we are very relevant in this type of economy. Obviously, we've got to stay relevant to our consumer base, our client base, and we're definitely doing that. So we're reaching out, we're seeing if we can affect new rates for them. We're looking for new cost out opportunities within their existing cost structure in terms of their bills. We can exercise our strengths in this market, and I feel positive that we can do that. And really for our larger customers, they want to digitize their journey. So we are seeing an acceleration from some customers to get that journey digitized, and that's especially so in the energy retailer marketplace.
Guy, I'll just jump in there just because the platform is quite brutal. It's literally ticking the time down. We'll just get to Ben's question to what we can. What degree, during this downturn, etc., what degree do you think clients start focusing on us as a cost reduction rather than a tool for greater reporting accuracy, reducing the admin burden, etc.? I'll just answer that question, then I'll just wrap up there. Cool.
Yeah, I can answer both Ben's questions. So there's no doubt that we're seeing really an acceleration of interest in that cost out solution for the reasons I just highlighted. If you've had significant change within your enterprise, one of the things you're going to start looking at is where you can outsource current internal management to something that is more cost effective. And we definitely have a role to play there, and it's certainly very much seeing increased focus. The accuracy, that's and reducing the administrative burden, that's still there, that's still live, that's real. Our clients are looking for accuracy in their data, because if you've got accuracy in your data, you can go out to market and procure energy, gas in a far better way. And so, yeah, I don't see that changing. In terms of the energy rebate business, it's an interesting question. We've stayed very close to that. At this stage, we haven't seen any change in the positioning of the energy utilities in that regard. The good news about our rebate revenues is we see it about 3 months ahead, because it takes about 2 to 3 months to be paid for the rebate work that we've already completed. So far so good in that regard.
Awesome. You've absolutely nailed the time, guys. Sorry to keep you on the clock. But thanks very much for showing your face. It's good to see someone in these self-isolating times.
Yeah, well, stay healthy, everyone. Stay well, and let's keep commerce active.
Cheers. Thanks, guy. Thanks, everyone.